Well, there's always that one kid growing up that everyone says they're going to cure cancer one day. Well, BSU football player Bill Catola isn't quite curing cancer, but a discovery he made in the field of microbiology could potentially save lives in the future. When the NCAA coined the term student athlete, Bemidji State's Bill Catola is exactly what they had in mind.
You can tell with guys that kind of have that it, and you knew Bill was going to be successful as soon as you started talking to him.
Good, Bill.
He's a football player with a 4.0 GPA, a double major in biology and Spanish, and a passion for discovery.
Getting to learn the chemical reactions that are happening and how your body takes sugars and turns them into energy. Just the really nitty-gritty of how things work in the world is what I liked.
Catola's emphasis was on cellular and molecular biology, and his football schedule was perfectly in sync with his research on bacteriophages.
I'd put it in the incubator on Thursday. We'd leave for our football game Friday morning. We'd get home Saturday night, and then Sunday morning I'd go into the lab and take it out of the incubator and test it on Sunday.
On a bye week during the 2024 football season, while visiting his fiancée at her parents' house in Richmond, Catola took a soil sample from the cornfield across the street. He'd later use it in a lab experiment, and what he discovered was a virus. But the good kind, the kind that can kill the biofilms that protect bacterial infections like tuberculosis, potentially helping antibiotics work faster, shortening a patient's recovery time.
When I got my first test result back where they killed the bacteria that had formed a biofilm, I was very happy and thinking that it had a lot of real-world applications.
As it turns out, discoveries like this don't happen every day.
We isolate and characterize bacteriophages, like that's what my lab does. And so what Bill did was kind of an offshoot of that. He just was able to test the phage against biofilms. I've never had a student get that far, not nearly that far.
This past summer, Catola presented his findings at the American Society for Microbiology's ASM Microbe Conference in Los Angeles, and will now start working on writing a research paper for publication.
I never thought that I would be able to publish a paper as an undergrad. That's usually something you do with a master's program or a doctoral program. So getting to do that as an undergrad and the amazing support that I've had from the professors here has been an amazing experience.
You know, it was pretty cool talking to him about that. Something I didn't know. 2 billion people with latent TB, meaning they don't know that they have it in the world, and 10.7 million who suffer from tuberculosis. So something like this down the road could really be helpful for a lot of people.